So today, a second go for Scgraffito technique. We complicated our task twice. We are making 4 layers. So here I already have 2 layers done. I have black oil pastel at the bottom, and here, so here I've scratched, I can see a bit of black. And then I did all these colorful blues in acrylics with soap. Now I'm going to do one more layer in oil pastel. I'm taking orange and white for it. And then I will have another layer of acrylics with those pinkishy, orangey stuff. Painting plan is a sweet cat of Karen. There he is. So more or less where I will have a cat. So I'm leaving orange there, the rest white, and the colorful stuff on top. Here on my side, I have 2 postcards that I brought with me from Morocco. And they are here for the mood and inspiration. Morocco is a very nice country, lots of cats around. All locals are taking care of cats. So here is also my sketch of the cat, but on my painting it will be kind of bigger, so probably, yeah, I can even maybe mark a bit where my cat will be. So leave the space for the tail. So it means the body will be maybe somewhere here. Yeah, and have to mention, no idea if it works scratching through four layers. So this will be discovery for me today. And so here. Okay, here a bit wrong, the ear a bit. Well, maybe should I have done a bit smaller? Right. Yeah, I think I'll go with the cat before it's not too late, maybe a bit smaller. So then I can have a bit more space on top. Maybe the cat is looking something there, like. Okay, anyway, so here. Just start putting my oil pastel. In general, Googling about Scgraffito, I found that the ones who do Scgraffitos like on top of the buildings, yeah, so there is actually popular to use several layers. Yeah? So, but in our home studios, we will check how it works with paper and acrylics. Yeah, also gouache. Gouache, of course, somehow is better. I don't know the consistency of paint, but the colors I have better in acrylics. So experimenting. Okay, I'm just gonna do it all orange, so I'll not worry about eyes and just go a bigger spot. Okay. So sketch for the cat. The rest will try to be very quickly white. Yeah, and of course, the thicker the layer, the better it should work. Yeah, and when covering with oil pastel, then it's good to change the direction. Then it helps to cover the emptinesses. All right. And now so for spray painting to work, we need soap, but kind of also not too much other because acrylic is already a little bit liquidish. That's why gouache works a bit better. So here this color would be my inspiration. Four colors and maybe okay, and leave So then a little bit of salt to each. And then can start. Yeah, and I don't even use water, just with brush directly mixing soap with paint. And yeah, let's say I mix one paint and then I can start putting it. Yeah, it's pretty much liquidish, so probably we'll need to cover more or take also some gouache for help. Let's see. Yeah, acrylics with soap become too liquidish for this technique. Again, the same story. Okay, I'll take straight away some gouache. Yeah, since acrylics and gouache are both water-based, no problem mixing it. Okay, not too much orange anyway, since the cat is orange, but just a bit. And then my pinkish. Yes, and a very nice discovery from Karen today that she have used. So what was the soap again? The one that didn't work?
I used liquid hand soap and it didn't work, but I found that washing up liquid would.
But it means like is your, because this is also like just the liquid soap, but probably, yeah, it doesn't have, maybe your one doesn't have some
Yeah, it's the one that I buy. It doesn't have detergent in it.
detergent. Yeah, so this is the story.
When I thought about it, that the detergent's in there to break down the oil in the oil pastels, isn't it? And that's why the acrylic will adhere to it. So that's, I kind of missed that understanding last week.
Yeah, you see how a very cool discovery. All right, I will go with the first drawing. Yeah, we'll mute so it's not.
I'm loving the tiger print hairdryer. It's very apt.
All righty. Another definite discovery that gouache is drying faster. Yeah, so but nothing is faster as acrylics to be dry on your palette, but here you go. So this I'm gonna take both two yellows. Put more. All right. So. Okay, one more quick drying. All right. How it looks on your side? Karen with sketches.
Mostly they look like pigs. The first one was okay, but they've got progressively more like pigs as I've gone on.
Well, if you say no one that your aim was cat, then maybe yes. So, all right.
Anyway,
Anyway,
it's not getting any better, so let's just leap in.
So, the moment of truth.
Yeah.
Yeah, so scraping, it's very different. You just always need to try which thing works better for you. And it can always be different, sometimes palette knife or something from nail stuff or the those different pins. So okay.
I was using an awl last week.
Uh-huh.
On my cardigan, you will see.
Cool.
So, and it's really very sharp, but I'm hoping to get finer lines with it.
Yeah. So I suggest first I will just try to do the outline. So yeah, not rushing to get just the first outline, and then we'll start scratching, seeing what goes off. And as I said, I will try probably do a bit smaller cat. Maybe it's also will be easier. So actually, so let's see, maybe my ear will be somewhere here. What I'm scratching too. Okay, I'm now getting my bluish, so my white. I'm not gonna get my orange oil pastel. Where is it? Oh my god. Okay, all right, I will have a blue cat then. That's also an option. Strange, yeah. Okay. Under blue, I still have black that I can play with.
And here comes the real thing. No, no. He likes to tear up the kitchen room.
Yeah, interesting. I'm scratching now and I see it was no sense of my from this orangey white. Okay. You'll never know if you don't try. So here would be in the tail. Yeah, so if like things always like check where the paw is vertically, respectfully to the head or to the ears, or yeah, then it's kind of easier to get all those points better. So let's see, it's kind of in the middle of the head between the ears. And yeah, because of course our cat will not turn up that realistically, but if one manages to hit those lines and proportions more or less realistically, then all the other abstract part will look, to my opinion, yeah. So okay, here is my all right, I did a sketch, so for you to see it better, I will try just to make the line a bit thicker now. Yeah, but then again, maybe not all the lines. Yeah, so see, and now I can see I can scratch till the black. Okay, so and then this is what I have to play with, all this colorful stuff, blue and black somewhere. Then I can get black for the eyes, for example, and some details. Okay. Here already some black. All right. Okay, so in the end, then the cat will be bluish more, I suggest, on this colorful background of Morocco carpets. Yeah, so it's also interesting. Somewhere I'm scratching and I'm getting like everything out and coming back to my black oil pastel that I have put the first. Okay, we'll get a clean, dry brush that will help me to remove those stuff. Yeah, so when scratching, think about the thickness of the lines. Also, maybe somewhere there shouldn't be a line, like, you know, it doesn't have to be like all the. And then what I can also would think is the shadows. So since then I can leave maybe this colorful orange part for some parts, and some of them can go for shadow. Okay, let's see. Like for example, this typical part where the tail, like the back of the cat is ending. Okay, somewhere I still have, maybe it's also the question of time for drying. Since here we're kind of yeah, rushing, doing it quick. Yeah, but let's say just put a layer and let it dry, go do other stuff, come back in a half day, and then of course it's all yeah. So let's say it would be important to define for yourself where are those main darkened parts, and then when scratching, start with them, because then later then you can see how much you need to scratch others. Or can, let's say, define that, okay, the cat has stripes, and then I'm actually kind of going with the stripe thing. But general shadow also, like at least a little bit, let's say. Okay, so for example, here I have shadow with stripe, we can get to the black. Yeah, I can go to the black. Ooh, nice. Yeah. Okay, then this is my plan for now.
This is interesting. I find that with the sharp tool, I go right through to the black almost straight away, and so I've switched to a wooden stick, and then with that I just go through. I don't go through so deep.
Karen, you're a genius.
I like to think so.
Definitely, yes. So maybe I can even keep my orangey all pastel somewhere. Okay, I continue a bit with my shadows. Yeah, totally. Okay. Well, the table will be messy. My way out. Right. Yeah, it's really cool. So I have orangey, blue, and black experiment. Yeah, and it's really cool when you can control. Here, for example, I now feel like in control when I want to get blue and when I want to get black, but still not, as Karen said, the previous. Okay. And it's also cool since we had like different blues at the bottom. So then it's also they kept becoming different with blue. Now I'm thinking what it could be where the cat is looking up. Not to kind of avoid the typical butterflies, but maybe something. Still have time to think a bit while doing a cat.
I can't get away from the fact I actually know what he was doing.
Uh-huh.
So I have some really tall IKEA shelves in my studio, and he likes to get up on the top one, which he knows he's not allowed to do.
Well, I think he said, okay, that's Karen who said this strange rule. I don't know why. That's her opinion. But I have other opinion.
He does. He always has other opinions.
So slowly moving towards the face. Then I feel that if we get it more or less right, then one can like relax a bit. Okay, then I would say positioning the nose. Yes, I think choosing black for the bottom was a good decision. Because if you put if you leave white at the bottom, then it will also work, but then you have to think like more reverse, you know.
Mm.
My kid started to see.
Sorry?
My kid started to see.
Ah, has an eye.
Has an eye. Yes. Cool, I like it. I like this experiment. I like that now we have like 3 colors. I mean, it should have been 4, but
What should have been 4?
I mean, should have been 4 colors that you need to count with. But in the end, I've ended up with 3 because my second layer of oil pastel is not working for now. Because
Yeah, actually, you're right. I'm going straight through to my second layer of paint. But then if that oil pastel wasn't in there, then you wouldn't be able to go through to your second layer of paint because the paint would have appeared to do itself, wouldn't it?
yes, I guess. You think so?
Yeah, because if you put, because then you'd have put your oil pastel and your bright paint and then your dark paint. Well, your dark paint would have stuck to your light paint, wouldn't it? Yeah. In my case, my blue paints would have stuck to my orange paints.
Yep.
And I wouldn't be able to scrape them apart without that layer of oil in the middle.
Yeah, makes sense.
And then his paws have turned out like he's in first position, like he's a ballet dancer.
Oh. All right. Now I should think about something about background. So. Okay, and let's change this scraping stuff. See if it goes different. So for the background, I'm just kind of following all those mixes of lines that I got just by chance when putting the paint. Yeah, of course, I can't avoid being too abstract. So of course, I saw some flowers, and but my plan is to find some outlines of the flowers that I see here, and then I will scratch also in between of them more till the black. So hopefully it will look nice. So it will be cat sitting in the flowers. And, but I know my mom would love it. She also, I know she likes the traditional. Like each time when I show something, it always says, "And where are the flowers?" So
my mum likes to say to me, "What is it? What is it?" Okay. Well, what do you think it is? Ah, doesn't look very cat-like.
No,
No. Well, that's fine. It is what it is.
we have a bunch of other animals we can refer to.
She's very happy.
Oh, that's good. Yes, definitely also very nice putting different like colors, it's layers, no? Like instead of putting just one blue and then one thing, it's like, since we had all those different spots of darkish and more lighter, so now it's also, they show up differently.
Time goes so quickly on a Saturday afternoon.
Mm. Yes. It's always like you wake up, do some stuff, and it's like hops, it's already like midday, lunchtime, like
Mm.
This is very curious, like this you know, when you're a child, like your day lasts forever.
Yeah.
And this is so cool. You
And
can do so much stuff.
6 weeks summer holiday. Oh, it just goes on forever.
Yeah. What is it? What happens with our brain or body and so on?
I don't know, but the older you get, the faster it goes. How old are you, Evie?
Yeah, I'm 35.
Yeah, see, just a baby. Yeah, you don't. You time just goes faster and faster and faster.
But I already notice it as well for yeah.
Yeah, you do, and you will notice it. But the older you get, the faster it goes.
Terribly, yeah. Start counting not days but weeks now.
Yeah.
Like Friday. Oh, another Friday. Yeah.
Oh, and when you work in schools, you just kind of go from one holiday to the next.
But there is a different reason for that.
Yeah.
This is just because like yeah. Yes. Work I still like yeah, I'm not even like thinking about it a lot now. Like will I stay for second year or just like survive till the end of May? But it is like a roller coaster working in school. It's like
It is sorry, what did you say?
it is like roller coaster,
Yeah.
like going up and down. So one moment you're full of energy and full of ideas, and you want to go, and then you go, and all your motivation just
Sapped from
disappears.
you.
Yes, and then it's like, no, I'm not coming back there. But then something happened, like you get rest, and then you still want to go, kind of. And then it's also probably definitely experience helps. So
Yes.
a lot of teachers they're telling me, yeah, that's like first year, like we all have been there. And I think that, but I'm still not sure if I have this inside thing, you know, like I think teacher is also a bit like a doctor, or it's like it's either you are or better be an artist, you know.
But no job is all good or all bad, is it? I mean, every job has its moments when it's amazing and its moments where it's so tedious.
Yes, yeah, definitely. For example, I really like what I like why was it also the path? Because like I tried the office jobs and those are just impossible. So in school job, I really like that different shadows, different kids. Today you finish earlier than later. It's kind of there is no this routine. And then like doing art, like I can choose like whatever I want that we paint or experiment with. What I'm interested in now. There you go, kids. Today's topic is this. I mean, and this is also like I got to experiment with such lots of stuff.
Yeah.
and with 9 graders, I mean, there is also this for the program, but
yeah,
like I don't, it's not a must to follow it completely. It's more just like a help.
okay.
So, but still, of course, I follow it. It's also, of course, easier than invent yourself all these things, because like you can do your style, but like in the end, you need to have completed particular stuff. So with the 9th graders, so the oldest ones, there is repetition of all the the art history.
Right.
And so in this way, it's also like useful. I also get to repeat it. And it's like, so we did the first semester, we did the ancient world, like ancient Greece, ancient Rome, and then we did the medieval times. And now, of course, it's coming more fun. So now it's the Renaissance with Baroque, that I'm also kind of like, yeah, let's do a bit then. And then the next one will come, of course, the modernism with all the impressionists and cubism, and there is like, and my task is also not really tell the history, because they're gonna do it all in the next 3 years. In then it's gonna be, there will be no more art lessons, that there will be like this history of art. So they're gonna like have it probably like a story there. But with me, it's still more like, this is just the topic, but we make art on the topic of this.
Yeah.
So let's say when it was medieval times, I said, okay, here is Gothic, and let's paint some of these those vitrage, so those windows, and stuff. And I think this is in general, my favorite part in school is inventing these art tasks that
that relate to the curriculum.
And for example, with 7th grades, we so I also did the scraping things with them, and the topic is just this positive and negative fields, so how you can do art with it's also cool, like. And with 8th graders, at the moment, the topic is the humor in posters.
Oh, wow.
So it's a huge mix. Like, it's not just drawing, it's like also you can use the digital stuff, and you can use collage and so on. So and then so we were like, so irony and sarcasm, and so how you implement it in some poster or something, like when you want to express your opinion about something particular, but in the using humor and
Well, this is really not very good, so I'm going to take a photograph of it, but it's going in the bin. I'm mostly taking a photograph of it to give you a laugh.
I'm very excited to see.
It's really, really pants. Oh.
Breathe.
I had hoped it would look better as a photograph, but actually it looks worse.
All right, here it goes. Oh, I think it looks more like a wolf.
Yeah, it doesn't look like a pig. This one doesn't look like a pig. Doesn't look like a cat, though.
But it looks like a sweet wolf that is smiling, actually. you can totally create like a children book, you know, with this character. Oh, I love it. Oh, nice. You have brown at the bottom. Ah, where did you get brown?
Oh, it's not brown, it's black.
Ah, okay.
But what I've also found is in scraping back right back to the black, I was actually scraping into the paper as well. So, but also because of the oil pastels, it's quite possible that they've kind of smudged over the paint, the orange paint, so that make it look a bit brown.
But yeah, it looks cool. No, I'm serious. Look, I think scraping art, it's like really, you can get unpredictable result.
That's very true.
How, first of all, very nice job also on this covering of, so this bit purple, bluish, yeah, so this background, and now you get this bottom brown, black. It looks here brown, but yay.
Definitely one for the bin, though.
No, don't throw it away. But keep it. When I go traveling in England, I'll come and pick it up.
When you coming?
Yeah, no idea. But this is already the reason to. But I mean, one day, yeah, when I. It's just so many travel plans. It's kind of.
Yeah. It's in there somewhere.
Especially when you're tied to school. So,
yeah.
This is another reason, something like. But wait, let's talk about like, so what's next? What's your plan next for your
for art, for life, for
no, for this particular wolf?
Don't really mean it is going in the bin.
No, fight for it, Karen. Come on.
Well, I don't know really.
This is so sweet. Come on.
It's probably worse in real life. I know. Oh, maybe.
Yes.
I was going to say I'm looking now at the cat that you sent for inspiration. Who did that? What I really like about this, the big blocks of color in the cat for inspiration.
You see. Here we go.
Which I don't have any of. But on the other hand, I don't actually see that. Right, that's what I'm about to do because I can't ruin it. So I'm actually going to make it more abstract. So we'll leave it as a happy wolf, but I'm going to take out larger and geometric shapes rather than my odd stripes and things.
Yeah, okay.
I'm not saying that will make it any better. I'm just saying it will make it different. I mean, I do enjoy this, and I kind of quite enjoy the randomness of it. I even showed the one that I did last week to people. Oh, look what I've done. Which is very unusual.
Really? Huh.
Yeah.
Well, how come?
Well, not unusual for the sorts of things I do in the class. My own stuff I'll post, I'll post stuff. Not that I've done that for a long time because I've not been doing very much of my own stuff. I've been making absolutely mad hats. Like crochet. Do you know crochet?
No, what's that?
Knitting. When you make things from yarn, like jumpers and things.
Yep. Knitting, yes.
Yeah.
I remember you showed this. I really loved it. I even keep it in my phone, this image.
Oh, did you? Yeah, that is one of the better things that I've done. So
it was something painted and also knitted in it. Like
it was weave. So when you you use a loom and you put your weft in and then you go across. So it was a weave, that one. Crochet, you use a hook, just one hook, not like knitting with the needles, and you basically make knots.
Yeah, yeah.
With your yarn.
Yeah.
But I'm a bit quirky about my hats.
Hats. So you have like.
I have so many hats, and they're all really weird.
Wow. Okay, this already sounds curious, definitely.
They make me happy. If I can laugh at my hat, then I'm happy.
Is the most important. Cool. Well, once you've touched the subject, so what are your art plans?
Well,
or thoughts, or
I'm a bit lost.
That's good. I mean, that's good to be lost. It means that from there, you go definitely find something.
I like colour and I like paint.
Mm-hmm.
And mostly I just kind of slap colour onto canvases in a feel slightly inspired. Slightly. I feel I am inspired by my surroundings. And also the history of my surroundings.
Okay.
So where I live, it's beautiful, it's really stunning. And consequently lots of people like to live here.
Mm-hmm.
But people will, or more to the point, people like to come here on holiday. Wealthy people, when they come here on holiday, they have their own home here. And this is something I get very angry about politically, because it means that people who are born here can't stay because they can't afford to buy houses.
Yeah,
and they certainly can't afford to buy houses in the nice bits. So then you get villages on the coast usually that in the winter there's nobody there. You know, the population drops by like 75% because the house people are all on their own proper homes, which seems terribly wasteful. Anyway, so where did I stop? But that also means then that there are areas that are kind of not by the sea, which are really, really poor. So you kind of have these extremes of very, very wealthy areas where people own boats and have really expensive houses and blah blah blah, and then other areas which are mostly the old industrial and mining areas, which are really, really poor. And there used to be a huge tin mining industry in the area for hundreds of thousands, probably, of years. But certainly in the kind of 17th, 18th century, it was really, really important financial sustenance for the county. But I'm also so now there are lots and lots of old mines and old mine workings, which are incredibly beautiful in a very bleak, because they're usually sat in the middle of old slag heaps that have been, overtaken by nature. So it's kind of quite bleak. But then there's also that concept of heat and fire that you have from the ground. That, it must have been for the men that worked underground, or for the people that worked underground, it must have been horrendous. It must have been so hot, but at the same time watery, because of some of the mines shafts go right out under the sea.
Wow.
Always had to be pumped. So what these big buildings are on the surface are mostly pump houses, which house the engine pump the water out of the mines. Anyway, why am I going down this road is because these are the things I often think about when I'm painting, and I mine, if you'll excuse the pun, the Cornish heritage as inspiration, but not in any way that's realistic. What I do is a response to to the poverty, to the bleakness, to the heat, to the water. That's where I'm coming from.
Wow.
So the one that I did that you say you like, it was really just a seascape, which combined that blue sea with in the foreground, which was the weave, those kind of earth and vegetation tones, because it was basically a mining area.
Yeah.
On the coast.
So there's like still lots of abandoned buildings and structures, let's say.
Yeah, they look really romantic.
But they're not in use, they're just already part of landscape.
Yeah, they're part of the landscape. I will find you a picture.
All right.
I'll probably have to find one online. I don't know if I've got one to hand on my phone. And actually,
wow.
Yes, so they are these most amazing old buildings. That's one of them.
They are romantic.
Yeah, they are romantic, but people died. People died in these mines, so they are romantic and beautiful, and they're an image that is iconic of Cornwall. But then on the other hand, actually, the people forget what they actually were, or the holiday makers.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, of course. I mean, I think it happens generally across the world a lot with some stuff that something is considered to be, a monument and national heritage.
Yeah.
But if you start to reflect, and then you find out that actually it was like the place where people, I don't know, like here, yeah, they died and they probably were not treated and paid well, and there were probably just one guy who was gathering all the money, and so it's kind of I think it comes like across the history in general, like also now rereading a bit about Renaissance. It's the same story all over again. They're like huge of workers, and then there are some high society, and it keeps on giving turns. Then just people are tired, yeah, they protest, get something changed, but then just another one comes, and
the rich keep getting richer and the poor just get poorer.
Yes. Another one here. Whoa. Oh, and with the green. Wow.
So there you can see the greens and the browns.
Yep.
More clearly that I was working from.
Oh, nice one.
So at the moment I've got a piece which I started ages and ages and ages ago, and I really must do more to it. that is just kind of really about the heat being underground. It's just oranges and reds and golds and
yeah. Interesting.
So maybe I will set myself a task to put another layer of that on tomorrow, and then I can send you a picture of it.
Yeah.
And then you can hold me to account.
Let's stick with the wool.
Stick with the wolf. No, I've really lost interest in the wolf. The wolf's going.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. It'll probably be good for me to paint.
I'm gonna take the tape off. What I also did when doing the tape, I did it also double layer. So I should get a double frame now. So
oh, that's a good idea.
Stay with me and let's see if it has worked.
I do love your cat, and I love the flowers, and I love the way you've used the way you put the paint on just to create the flowers.
Yeah, I think like taking care a bit more, doing maybe a bit more detailed, but thank you, Karen. I think our experiment
it does work.
I mean, it's yeah, but as experiment, and then later, let's say you already know how it works, then you can plan better your colors and your topic, and can be again some maybe, or actually like your the ones you sent me from Cornwall would be totally done this landscape.
Yeah, I was thinking exactly the same thing actually as I was sending them to you, that they would work really, really well in this technique. So another thing I want to do actually, I was thinking, when I prepped this one, I prepped another one at the same time in different colours. Because I thought, why would you not? But that's what you need to do, is sit down and prep a whole load in one go, because it's quite messy.
Really? I don't know. I did kind of on a like, I don't know, quick. I didn't find it messy. I mean, messy is now.
Yeah, this bit's messy, but that's
But still,
last week I just got my vacuum and came in and just vacuumed it off the table.
I did the same.
No messing.
Cool, Karen. You wanna show how it ended up, or like, have you improved something in
Well, I'd quite happy to send it to you again. Can't say it's in any way improved, but I have scraped some more away.
Okay.
I don't really know why the colours I put on underneath were really vibrant, and I don't know whether I'm just yeah, there seems to be a difficulty in scraping back to that second layer of paint.
Yeah, I see nothing.
Oh, I see. And then it becomes very quickly that you just move from your second layer of paint in, that is, you start picking up that second layer of paint and going back to the black, which I don't really want to do. But it's been an interesting experiment.
I really like it, and like if next time we are again by ourselves, we can do something from Cornwall.
Oh yeah, that'd be cool.
I mean, if you wanna, or we can do something else and then come back to scraping again.
I'm quite happy to do another week of scraping. I really like it, and I don't mind the fact that my cat looks nothing like a cat, because I've learned doing it. I've learned.
No, but really, don't throw away your Wolfie.
As you said, you can't keep everything. So you have to love something in order to keep it, really, don't you?
Stop being too wisdom. It's a thin piece of paper.
It's just a bit of paper.
And you're not keeping it forever. You're keeping it till the moment that I come to visit you. Well, okay, I'm kidding. Yeah. Well, I'm happy with my result.
I'd say you should be. I think it's great, and it's really subtle, and looks quite kittenish. It's very cute.
Yay! It has worked. Yeah. So curious how it will work for the landscape.
Yeah.
And like this second picture you've sent, where you could see more outside. Yeah. And then still you have the building. Although the other one is also cool, very like we can reflect which one is nicer. This one also cool. Yeah, or just experiment, check a bit more on.
Well, the second one's a more interesting angle, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because you're looking at it from above, which you never do because they're so huge.
Yeah. Very happy to do this next week if you wanted to do more Scgraffito and to do mine engine house. Yeah. Yeah. So. Oh no, you can't do next week. Sorry. Yeah, that's good. Yeah. So we're not meeting, but then afterwards. Yeah, in 2 weeks. Where are you going next week? Yes, traveling to the corner of Latvia. That's where the two seas are meeting. So we have open Baltic Sea, and then we have like a Gulf of Riga. And yeah, just a weekend out with friends. It's a friend's birthday. And yeah, and just at the beach. I mean, it's winter, but we go to the beach in the winter. It's best time. It's not packed with tourists. It's cool in the winter. It's like sometimes you even get one part a bit frozen. But the sea freezes. Yeah, a little bit, yes. Wow, how cold is it there at the moment? No, it's okay. Now it's maybe around, I don't know, minus something, maybe around 0, -2, 3, something, but I don't know. Yeah. See, it fell to minus something in December here, and that was kind of really unusual. I'm like, it's what? What's happened? We had snow this week, and I'm like, what? Snow? That doesn't happen. Funny, yes. Well, but you get used to it. I'm sure you do, and that's the problem, really, isn't it? Because you're used to it, you're kind of set up for it, and you have all the right equipment and stuff. Whereas here, if it snows, then I can't get my car out of my house because there's a big hill, and I can't get it up the hill because it's slippery. I don't have the right tires on my car. But that's all right, because I just stay in and stay warm. You do more art. Do more art. Work from home. Awesome. Yeah. Well, cool, Karen. Thanks for joining. Loved it. Had a really good time. Thank you. Thank you as well. Yeah. See you next time. Have a lovely weekend next weekend. You too. Bye-bye. Bye.